work, and life for that matter. He's embraced this 20-acre wood in Wales and made it not only his home, but his livelihood too.
38-year-old Tim escaped the pressures of big city life in London to move here near Builth in Wales 11 years ago. His initial reason for leaving London was because he wanted a garden. He's ended up with this wood, which he coppices, which is basically a sort of management pruning. He's taught himself how to turn all the small diameter branches and twigs this yields into useful items. He wastes nothing, from the smallest piece of bark to the thickest felled branch.
Why is it called bodging?
A bodger is a person which makes chair legs and spindles for Windsor chairs or Welsh stick back chairs out of Greenwood. And the word bodging nowadays has this funny connotation of somebody who doesn't finish off a job properly. It's because the bodgers of old only made the chair legs and the spindles and didn't finish off the job. They've then passed the chair legs and spindles on to the chair makers. Originally the word bodger comes from badger, a person or thing which lived in the woods.
In less time than it took to boil the kettle, Tim was able to make chair legs from the splintered log pieces.
When I work them green because, first of all, the wood is much cheaper when it's green and it's much easier to work. So this is a shaving horse. It's one of the oldest clamping devices invented, or it just really evoluted. It's far better than the modern Black & Decker workmate because, as you can see, I'm sitting in a comfortable position, which is what everybody likes doing when they're working, sitting down. As I pull with this device here called a draw knife, which is a knife with two bent handles, it's the father to all planes and spoke shaves, I naturally push with my feet on the bottom, clamping this bit of wood in.
And if you thought that was cunning, look at this. Some twigs, branches and a piece of rope become a lathe.
And that is one bodged chair leg.
That's right, yes.
Incredible that that comes from that to that. Amazing.
And now that chair leg will be taken off to be dried in a kiln in my workshop for about 3 weeks before it's assembled into a chair.
Aha, but bodgers don't assemble chairs.
Yes, but I do. I'm a bodger and a chair maker.
And of course the rest of the chair's made in a traditional way too. But chairs aren't the only things that Tim's Woodland produces. Bees and brooms are put together from bundles of twigs and wooden stakes. And smaller chunks of wood and shavings become charcoal, slow cooked on site. And particularly pertinent to Wales, Tim also makes coracles. It's a busy, if solitary, existence.
Don't you get lonely?
No, not at all. I enjoy my own company.
You'd have to, wouldn't you, doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
It's not so much that this is a perfect place for bodging as this is a perfect place to live and be.
Well, it's definitely the perfect place to live and be.